What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Return to Glory series with Marseille. This is episode number 4. And, well, after a good start in episode 1, 4 wins from our opening 5 games, we've now lost 2 on the bounce in the league, facing 2 of the sides who were above us as well, PSG and Monaco. So when we actually came up against the teams that we need to be beaten, we have failed. So there's definitely work to be done with this series. As we look at the table here, 5 wins from our first 8 games, 5 wins, 3 defeats in the league. And today the difficult fixtures will continue. We face 3 sides that are again above us: Nice, Lyon and Lille, as well as 2 Europa League games. It's the back-to-back with AEK Athens. We're struggling in that group as well, although I have been playing a weaker side, so that is not my priority. The league is my priority. Anyway, going into the first game of the episode, it is Nice, who, like I said, are above us in the league. They are currently sat in 5th. We are 6th. They have 5 wins from their first 8 games, just like us, but they've drawn 2 and only lost once. They're 2 points ahead of us, so we cannot afford to lose this game. As we're already 6 points off the top, we need to be seeing improvement. You know, the challenge of this series is to win the league. And already it's looking like we might not be able to do it in the first season, but it's early days yet. Well, Jonathan Klaus would get us off to the perfect start. A fantastic finish from the right back. Found him behind, he chests it down and volleys it into the far corner before Lopez is forced into a good save, actually, down to his left-hand side just at the end of the first half. So he was keeping the hosts out of the back of the net. Well, it would only take them 3 minutes of the second half to find a way past Lopez as they make it 1-1. But then from kickoff, we get to work again down the left-hand side. The boys are working well. Veretout into Aubameyang, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang restores our 2-goal lead instantly. And that makes it, I think that's like his 7th or 8th league goal this season. He's started quite well, Aubameyang, actually. He's been doing pretty decently. So he's back on the score sheet. We lead again in Nice, and can we hold on this time? Well, the hosts would push on and try and find the equaliser, and so the spaces were in behind, and Jordan Veretout, the centre mid, plays it back to Joaquim Correa, and the Inter Milan loanee. He's having a good season as well, just like Aubameyang. I think that's his 6th league goal of the campaign. He's enjoying himself in that cam spot, and we have a 2-goal cushion now. And with just a couple minutes to go, Aubameyang to Correa, the 2 goal scorers, to Veretout, to Sarr. It's just lobbed ball central here. And Sarr, his shot isn't too powerful, but it finds its way past the Nice keeper. And we hit them for 4. We win 4-1. We give them just their 2nd defeat of the season. And it's a big statement win to start off episode 4, scoring 4 goals away from home, beating a side who were above us and 2 points above us as well. So that was a crucial win. We move up to 5th, still 6 points off the top because Stade Rennes and PSG, 8 wins from 9 now for those 2 sides. Who will blink first? They are tied top. Well, before we head into the second game, couple of interesting bits of admin to sort out here. So Napoli came in for Gay, our centre mid, Papi Gay. Now, he hasn't played too much, but I haven't been too impressed with him either. And his contract is run out at the end of the summer, at the end of this season. So I was like, do you know what? If I can get his valuation, which I did with Napoli, and then Lazio came in for him as well. We actually managed to agree an even bigger fee, so 16.8 million euros for him from Lazio. Then I would be happy for him to go because, like I said, I haven't been too impressed with him, and his contract's running out. So I'm happy to get his valuation, see him out. Then what I'll do is I'll recall Matteo Guendouzi, who was such a big part of the Marseille team last season. He's actually on loan at Lazio. So with Gay going the other way in the same position, it basically frees up us to recall Guendouzi, and I'd be quite happy with that. So we're basically bringing in another player without paying anyone, and we've made profit on Gay. So he'll be going in January to Lazio, I think it is, and then we'll probably recall Guendouzi as well. Well, going into the Europa League games, and it was the back-to-back with AEK Athens, who had lost their first 2. We had only picked up 1 point from our first 2 games, but we can only draw in Greece. We actually went a goal down before Michael Elise scored an equaliser. A really poor game from both sides, and a draw was probably a fair result, but it puts so much pressure now on this return fixture in Marseille. We have to beat the Greek side if we want any chance of going through. Like I said, I am rotating the sides, so we are. It's not the priority to do well in that competition. My focus is the league, but I also don't want to get fired by the board before we can complete this challenge, and so hopefully we can make it through. Well, going back into league action, it would be Olympic Lyonnais, who in real life actually it's weird. There's a few instances in real life where teams are struggling, like big teams. Like we mentioned it, I think last episode when we played Ajax in the Europa League. They are struggling in Eredivisie this season. Lyon in real life are, I think they were bottom going into this weekend's fixtures. They are struggling massively as well. And then in the Swiss league, Basel are bottom as well. So some really, really freak happenings going on this season. Maybe some more teams are looking for a Return to Glory series about them. We might have to return to Liga with Lyon. But yeah, we actually lose to Lyon in the game. They're doing a lot better. They are up to third now, 28 points. They beat us 2-0. So back to losing ways. Losing to sides that are around us as well is just a double blow. Not happy with it at all. And then we also see Pape Gay's move to Lazio is confirmed. So we get the bigger fee, 16.8 million euros. He is off to Lazio in January, and then I'll probably recall Guendouzi. We're going into the fourth game of the episode, the final league game of the episode, and it would be Lille, another side who are around us in this area. I mean, after today, the fixtures should become a lot easier because I feel like we've just played the teams around us in these opening 8, 9, 10 games. They go 1-0 up. Again, Paul Lopez nowhere to be seen, really. I'm going to look to bring in a goalkeeper in January, I think, because he is just causing me so many headaches. Before we would equalise through fortunate fashion, Michael Elise squaring the ball. And I'm not quite sure what the defender was doing, trying to play it back to the keeper or something, like 2 yards away from him. They put it into their own net and we equalised. But then from kickoff, Lille restored their lead. Very frustrating game, this one. And then we almost see an identical equaliser, almost an own goal there. Goes out for a corner, and then Chancellor Mbemba's header, it felt like he was in the air for an absolute age, but his header goes over. Should do a lot better there. Going into the second half, Elise would find Correa, and the Argentinian would continue his good form to start off this season, bag in our second goal of the game to bring us level at Desmond. And then it was all Marseille. We were on top here, pushing for the fifth goal, the go-ahead goal, and we get our first lead of the game. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang bagging once again. As we make it 3-2. And then what a save this was, denying Kondogbia as the keeper tipped his shot onto the post before Jonathan Klaus's shot goes wide. But it doesn't matter. We come from behind twice to win this one. A big win against Lille. Zegrova bagged twice for them, gave them a lead 2 times in this game, but we turned it around and we beat a side who were level on points with us. They were above us on goal difference. So we move up to 5th. Still a ways off the top of the table. I mean, I feel like those teams at the top are not going to be dropping points anytime soon, so it's going to be difficult for us to continue to chase them. The PSG and Stade Rennes both 10 wins from their first 11. Quite crazy, really. But all we can do is win our games. That's all we can do. Anyway, going into the 5th and final game of the episode, it's a big one in the Europa League. AEK Athens, match day 4 of our group stage. We have yet to win a game, 2 draws and 1 defeat. AEK 1 draw with us, and that was their first point of the group stages. Well, 20 minutes in, AEK would have a corner, but we would counter, and Ndiaye is through. He's 1-on-1. Can he score? Oh my word. I had to check afterwards to make sure he was right-footed, and he is. That was just an absolute howler of a miss. A big, big chance missed, and Ponce would give AEK the lead. Again, a shot that Lopez, I think, should do better with. He doesn't. And AEK, the Greek side, have the lead. And straight from kickoff, I think I've mentioned this before, but it's a weird thing with the AI where from my kickoff, they always look to slide in, no matter no matter who, if they're close to the ball or not. And they receive a straight red there for that challenge. Very stupid and unrealistic, to be honest. And then we would go on and equalise. Kondogbia smashing a header home from close range as he equals the score. And then into the second half, 10 minutes in, Unahi, the Moroccan, would give us a 2-1 lead. A great finish this was actually on the stretch with his left foot into the top corner, and we lead against the 10 men of AEK. But the drama wasn't over there. they would go down the other end and with 20 minutes to go, equalise. Against the odds, they're the lesser team on paper, and they have a man less as well. But Zubar, who was their target man, who's been smashing it for them all season so far, he would grab a brace, and AEK would score 3 goals in the last 20 minutes to turn this one on its head. We led 2-1 with just over 20 minutes to go against 10 men, and AEK bagged 3 goals. And that could be our Europa League campaign over. We are now 5 points adrift of Brighton with just 2 games to go. We are on the brink of heading out here. That could have massive implications for us. I know that I haven't focused on the Europa League, but I worry that if we go out, the board might not be happy at all. Looking at the group, looking at the league as well, we are 5th at the moment, 21 points. We are 12 points adrift of top spot already with a game in hand, but still, it's not looking good for the first season. PSG have made it 11 wins out of 12. Rennes have a game in hand as they look to match that record. Well, that will be it for today's episode. Episode 4 of the Returning to Glory. Not going as planned, but that is exactly what we expected. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you drop a like, sub to the channel if you aren't already. We're on the road to 500 subs, and I'll catch you in episode 5 very soon.